Their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes firing complete.
Complete to number 18. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on second and inches. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A give, Eckler running to the right, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Herbert throw complete there to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone, escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to air one out. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he's got this down to the 35. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bolton in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Mahomes now to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. Whoa, it still won't go down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 49, Chiefs 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the